You mentioned Heyman bringing you to Raw. I've spoken to a lot of people that talked about how much Paul Heyman liked you. Specifically, a situation I was told he was willing to give up Braun Strowman to SmackDown, like let them have him, to have you and some of the other people that, quite frankly, weren't being used, because he was like, I see something in all these people. A lot of those people aren't being used or are released now, and you would always hear Pritchard say on his podcast, well, sometimes Paul going to bat for people isn't the best thing, because I don't know, maybe Vince is hard on him. Did you ever see any of that? Do you think that because you got endorsed by some people that it may have had some sort of adverse effect? And what did you think when you heard, hey, Paul Heyman, who is pretty well renowned, is going to bat for you?
So, like, I'm a Paul Heyman guy. Like, you know, he had always been honest with me. You know, he's a massive advocate of me. You know, he's the advocate for a lot of people. But backstage, he would always pull me aside and always talk to me. And he'd be like, I don't understand what they're doing. How are you not on TV every week? And you know what I mean? And I'm going, I don't know, like everything I've done, I felt like I've given you my all. I felt like everything that I was giving, I hit out of the park. But I don't know if that would be. Sorry.
That's all good. We're back.
Nah, my phone rang.
No, that's all good.
But yeah, so it's going.
Man, you're a popular guy.
That's my old man trying to call me.
Uh-oh.
That's what that is.
It's not Tony Khan or Ring of Honor or anybody like that?
No, unfortunately. Not yet. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But, yeah, Heyman, I'm a Paul Heyman guy. He was always good to me. He'd always pull me aside, tell me, you know, ask me why I'm not on being TV, how they're messing up. So when he did take me to Raw, I felt like I could approach him about ideas. And the whole idea with Aleister and stuff like that, he was big on Aleister. He was big on me. So he was excited to work with us and kind of get our. I felt like with Heyman, he's more like, instead of rather than just going, hey, do this, he would hear you out because you obviously know yourself the best. And we know what we can bring to offer. So if we can put our little 2 cents in and we can get behind it, then obviously the product's going to be better. But if it's overproduced and you're told to make this face, to make that face, it's not genuine. So I felt like that's when it came to, you know, you put 2 guys that are friends, like me and Tommy, we're going to kick the shit out of each other because we're friends, right? And that makes for a better product too. But there was one time in which I felt like I needed to talk to Paul. It was we did the first match, me and Aleister, and then the following week they wanted to do it us again. And Aleister had told me that, and I was mad. I'm like, why are we doing it again? Well, I know why they wanted to do it again, because we hit it out of the park. Yes. And they wanted to, but that's not compelling to me, right? If you have something good, you should only bring it out, right? If you have a theater in your house, you're not going to watch TV on it every night, right? You're going to wait till you have a movie that you can sit down and enjoy it and feel that. I feel that's the same with wrestling, right? Like Seth would say it, like they just drive it into the ground. And I didn't want to drive me and Aleister into the ground because we know we have a good thing and we know we can expand on it. So I told Heyman, Heyman agreed, and then we prolonged it. He goes, well, let's make it on the first or the Raw before New Year's or just after. I was like, okay, cool. So we had a week to fill. And it was Aleister going to do his 20-second, local. And then I was going to have a 6-minute competitive match with someone. And I didn't see how that made sense. And I brought it up. He goes, what would you want to do? And I said, if he gets a 20-second opponent, give me a 20-second opponent. If we're going to sell me as a threat, I shouldn't be having competitive matches. I should be doing exactly what he's doing to paint us as the same caliber, right? If you paint this guy that can beat a guy in 20 seconds and you paint this guy that takes 6 to 8 minutes to beat someone, we're not on the same level. So I said, we can do the stuff where I come out and I can like interrupt his entrance. Now I'm playing mind games with him. And then I go to shake his hand, and then I knee the guy in the face, and then I mock him, and then I hit my finish, and then we do the thing. So now I'm mocking, I'm interrupting, I'm mind gaming, but I'm on the same level as it. You can hit a knee, I can hit a knee. You can hit your finish, I can hit my finish. Your finish works, my finish works. Now we're building up together. And I felt like, and Heyman went for it, and I felt like that made it better, you know, in the long run. And like little things like talking to Heyman, hey, like when Tommy comes out, I'm gonna sit cross-legged in the ring. I said, I think it was going to create a crazy visual. And to this visual, that's one of the biggest moments of the match is him rolling up, me staring at him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the moment. And we had 3 great matches out of it. I didn't want 50-50 booking. If it was up to me, I would never beat him. He's my Achilles heel. I cannot beat him until it is so far in the future, like a WrestleMania and the title's on the line. And I've always lost, right? So now I have to come over this hurdle and somehow beat the guy that I can't beat. And then when I finally do, it's a massive accomplishment, right? So I'm not a big fan of the 50-50 booking, and then, you know, one person's strong for a month and then they can't win for 3 months. Like,